jump back to Ready Player One or jump into miscellaneous stuff?
We'll do miscellaneous. We'll end on Player One.
All right. Sounds good. Should we start with the big bullet and miscellaneous first, or go to the big bullet and then end on it? All right. All right. So first things first, then. Did you guys see the terrifying White House bunny? I have to ask.
I did not.
It is
a lot of terrifying bunnies.
horrifying. It's horrifying looking. Look up a picture. Get a picture. It is terrifying. So, in case people don't know, this is not political in the slightest. It's just quick, long, or TLDR, which stands for too long didn't read, in case you're not internet savvy.
That's right.
So, more or less every year the White House does a Easter, egg hunt thing. This year, I don't know if they did this in the past years. I wasn't paying attention, but definitely made headlines from when I was looking this year. They had the bunny, but it looked like the bunny out of Five Nights at Freddy's. That's how it looked, terrifying as shit.
It was creepy.
It was super creepy. So you got the president standing, you got the first lady, and then you got the fucking bunny in the background, dude. And it looks like he's ready to harvest children's souls.
That is creepy.
Look at that!
Not as creepy as that one.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
that's
that was
1900s though.
creepy.
Oh, now we got an ad playing.
Oh.
Man, come on.
I gotta put my glasses on.
That's different though. We were weird in the 1900s,
Dude,
the
those
early
ones
1900s.
fucking-
Did you know we used to take pictures with dead people, in corpses? They would put the corpses up and stuff. And
That's creepy.
that was a pastime back in the 1800s. But yeah, you saw the picture of that bunny.
I didn't catch it, so
Damn
we'll
it!
back up.
Get it back up real quick, Tom.
But I have no doubt that I just think it's weird that they do the Easter Bunny thing, because isn't that?
We're not
my
looking up weird bunnies. That's probably a dead body.
It probably is.
I literally just typed in creepy White House bunny.
Isn't
This is everything that's coming up.
I thought the Easter Bunny was associated with religion.
It
Is it,
kind
or is
of
it not?
isn't.
No.
Easter is associated with religion.
So
Easter is
look at
related.
that thing.
Oh my god, yeah, that's terrifying.
So Easter is associated with religion in terms of Passover.
But the
and
Easter Bunny is like a
Easter Bunny
separate.
is
That's more
just
like a pagan,
commercialized holiday.
commercialized thing.
Pretty
Yeah,
much all the holidays are just
yeah, like Saint Nick.
Like, you
commercialized.
know how they
governmental-
say that
commercialized.
Christmas is Jesus' birthday?
Yeah.
Not.
It's not.
He was actually born in
Yeah,
the summer.
I just learned that.
Yeah, well,
Like,
Easter's supposed to be his
The
rebirth.
day he
His
rose
rebirth.
from the
Yeah, we
Where he
think it's
rises
around
again.
then. I mean, all of it's based off of Roman stuff that they kind of grouped together. Multiple. That's why Christmas.
They
So
haven't proved anything wrong out of the Bible yet, though.
yeah. Well, Christmas is more or less. So there was a pagan holiday around Christmas, and Christianity was starting to up and coming. Instead of fighting against it, Romans were like, fuck it, we'll just give them that pagan day. So they tried to lump all the stuff into one,
Christmas is
so they didn't
Romans
have
and
like
pagan,
holidays
doesn't
spread
it?
throughout the year.
That
Makes
makes
sense.
sense. Yeah, it does make sense.
They tried to lump it all together. That's what the Romans
It's
tried
got
to do.
more roots in paganism than it does in
Yeah.
Christianity.
Gotcha.
But the fucking body's creepy. We
Yeah,
agree on that?
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all I
it's
wanted to
creepy.
bring up. Okay.
I would not be a fan of that.
No,
Bunny.
that thing's. If I was a child looking for eggs, I would run the other way.
I innately am scared of Easter bunnies. Like, if I didn't have to work with one every year, then I would be still terrified.
My only question is, I wonder if Sean Spicer was
You
in
know
it.
who's in the bunny.
He was in
Yeah,
it.
it helps when you
That
know.
doesn't help either. All right, so then moving on, we have a. Oh, this one made me laugh. So we have a Kansas man who was charged with stealing clothes from his exes. But here's what makes it interesting. He hid in the attic, in the floorboards of the attic, and then fell through. Now, that's just weird on its own, right? But this is the second time he's been arrested for doing the same exact thing. Falling through the roof, trying to steal clothes from someone's house.
At this point, like, just go to Old
He's trying to
Navy.
steal his own clothes, right?
Yes. He's trying to steal his
So
clothes
why,
back.
why was
Why
he?
wouldn't the extras give him back his clothes?
Yo, man, breakups are tough, man.
I just love that so much. Go to Goodwill or some shit. You know?
Anything.
Yeah.
You're literally doing more effort climbing into your ex's house, going into the attic, waiting there for, quote, hours,
Oh.
and then falling through the floorboard. That's just unnecessary time and pain.
You said this is the second time.
Second time.
Could you imagine when he hit the floor?
Through. You literally have to like try and hide in between the cracks.
It's
There's
probably
no way.
it's a Kansas house, dude. Those are houses.
I bet. Remember, Connor and Cooper's house, you could fall through.
Yep, you could fall through.
Because they didn't ever put a
The older
floor.
house, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is. You got the rafters.
Yeah.
Bee
Yeah.
stains going across. If you literally just lay down, you ain't falling through those damn things. If you lay in the crack there, you're gonna fall down.
That's probably what he was doing, though.
Yeah, he probably was a dumbass.
You gotta think about it. He's been there for hours. I think it said upward of 2 hours. He probably got, tired of leaning like that, so he was probably like, oh,
All
fuck
you gotta
it.
do is sit down.
I just
You
feel
can
like
sit your feet on
Dude's
there,
an
you
idiot.
ain't
He's
gonna
getting
get hurt.
arrested for stealing clothes.
I'm
Like,
not arguing that. I'm just saying like
Be
there's,
smart.
There's better ways you can go about it.
I just don't. I love the idea of him hitting the floor the second time and going, "You've got to be fucking kidding!"
Right?
Like if it happens one
I would see
time.
him saying that. I would see the girlfriend going, "You gotta be fucking kidding me."
Well, it did, but the second time it's like, you know what? You can
There's
fuck.
still a hole from the last time you were
Are you
here.
fucking kidding
He
me?
fell through the same hole.
Oh, they just repaired it. Can you imagine that?
You've got to be fucking kidding
It's the
me.
same exact spot. He just doesn't learn.
No, he didn't even repair it. He just fell through the hole.
At this point, just booby trap your house. Like, hope he tries again.
Speaking of booby traps,
Get the steel
oh,
roofing so he can't get through it.
oh my God, the segue's strong. So, this poor little squirrel
Oh no.
got trapped in a trap,
Mm-hmm.
and he lost his front legs.
Oh, I heard about this.
So what they
Awesome.
did instead, his name's Caramel, K-A-R-A.
To give him speed
M-E-L.
runners.
They gave him wheels.
They give him
They
wheels.
gave him wheels on the front. Now, there's
Oh.
two reasons the story is interesting.
This was in Russia.
It was in Turkey.
It was in Turkey. That's
But guess what's the city or town is called in Turkey? I think it's a city actually.
Squirrel.
Batman.
There's
Batman
town called
Turkey.
Batman.
Yep.
That's
It's
pretty
either
cool.
a city or part of a town. I don't know. But they gave the squirrel fucking like wheel for legs, dude. It's amazing.
How
You
does
seen
he
a picture of
climb
it?
trees and shit?
It doesn't. It's like a pet. No, it has to be right.
Yeah, there's no
Because
way.
you can't let that thing in the wild. It's free hawk food.
Yeah, I would fuck that thing up if I was a hawk.
Yeah, right.
Well, of course, yeah, those wheels probably. I wonder how heavy they are, because if it's turkey, it's
Oh, dude,
probably
they're
not
mini. No, they're mini little fucking adorable
like. I bet
wheels.
they pulled it off of
They
like.
pulled a Hot Wheels.
Honestly, it looks like they did. It honestly looks like they did.
Remember when we were kids, the soapbox cars that would go down the thing? I bet someone just popped that off and was like, all right, come here. Was it
Come on.
caramel?
Caramel,
Put
yep.
it on there.
Dude, it's adorable. I would highly recommend looking it up because it's actually so cute.
Cute story
It's
of the week.
cute as hell. So now that brings us to the really bizarre shit. First things first, we'll start with the least bizarre thing. How much do you know about space?
Only what Stephen Hawking told me.
It's terrifying, first off. Second, if you actually look up, you ever wonder why astronauts just don't stay in space?
I think
Just
it doesn't.
die.
It like fucks with you like your body.
'Cause
Like
gravity on Earth is pulling you down and keeping. That is so fucking cute. I can't get
oh,
over
that's
it.
so cute.
That's kinda
It's
best on.
caramel.
Yeah, because it got to keep the wheels on.
Yeah, it's Will straight jacket wheel thing.
Dude,
It
so
looks like torture for the squirrel.
It's better than fucking just flopping down
Yeah,
like
right.
a weeble wobble.
Like, can't they stand on their hind legs?
they can, but like not
How
for.
does it move?
Walk.
Gonna
Dude, they
waddle
don't-
around?
That's like a cat walking up.
It turns into like a penguin.
There's dogs that walk on two legs.
I know, but it's a lot of work. Like
Yeah.
you ever I get exhausted watching like little Scrappy run up down the stairs with no front legs.
Right?
I'm just like, pick it up.
They're
like,
four-legged animals.
Yeah,
When you miss one, it's like us losing a leg. Like,
you can adjust, but it's not gonna be fucking
Give
fun.
them
No.
those fiberglass speedrunners.
oh my fucking god. So,
Can you imagine that?
moving on. Fuck you, Patrick.
Super fast squirrel.
Super fat. It's like,
It still wouldn't be able to climb the tree.
what was that movie with the super
he had
fast
the claws on it.
snail?
It's just set your house up like Hot Wheels.
Turbo.
Turbo. It would be like Turbo, but for squirrels.
That would be awesome. That would be incredible. I love that idea.
What was
So-
it called?
It was Turbo. The movie was Turbo.
No. What would the squirrel be called?
Oh, it'd be like Nutsy or something.
Bolt. No, they already got Bolt.
Yeah, you got Bolt.
Butters?
the
I
dog.
don't know.
What?
I'm trying to think something that they use the discs, the fiberglass bendy thing.
What? Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh.
This is gonna be our next piece of news when we get to it.
All right,
All
well,
right,
I'll jump
okay.
into this real quick then.
All right.
Two things before I get into the big one. One, the reason we don't, leave astronauts in space because gravity holds us down and keeps everything in place. When you're out in space for too long, all that shit starts to drift around.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucks your body up. So, of course, these people want to make a a space hotel
course they do.
with a space station. So, I don't know. That seems dumb to me.
Money well spent. No, that's
Artificial gravity.
that is
No, literally a space station that
Yeah.
goes around.
Wouldn't they have artificial
Yeah, but
gravity
we are not
inside the
close
building?
to artificial gravity yet,
Yeah,
according to
you
NASA.
sure?
Yeah, they're
Oh
not-
yeah, they're working on it, but we're not there yet.
Yeah, they can't just. It's not the movies yet.
Yeah, no, we're not in movies yet.
I wasn't sure.
Now guess if we had artificial gravity. Oh my god, we'd have a lot of problems solved by now. So now here's the thing. Guess how much it is how much it is to stay there?
It's got to be like 500,000 a night. More.
It's probably like 10 million, 10 billion a night.
It's a million.
not
It's
billion.
it's
a night?
5.6 million. I don't know if it's a night. That was like the estimated.
Because I'm sure you have to pay for the rocket.
Travel there,
travel
and, and it's not like any Joe Schmo can go up into space. That shit takes a toll. You have to go against all the G's of Earth's gravity.
Yeah, don't they do training for years?
Yes.
Yup.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely outrageous. That's gonna be the start. They're gonna make a fucking movie out of it. It's gonna be called like Space
It'll
Hotel.
be a
They
reality
did.
TV
It's
show.
called Astronaut Farmer with
Yeah.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, what is wrong with people?
So
Throw
that's
the
really
space
dumb.
Space potatoes like they did in the
In The Martian.
The
It's a
Yeah,
great movie.
It's a really good movie.
I like that movie.
I was surprised. I was not expecting
Same.
that kind of
Yeah.
movie
a
when
good
I
movie,
watched
though.
it.
Yeah, it's amazing that it
I think you
speaks
saw what
to,
I saw.
to Matt Damon that he was only him and he made a funny movie.
Yeah.
Like, he was actually funny.
Yeah, it was
Like,
I
no,
was
it was.
expecting like an action thing. It
Yeah.
was not that
No.
at all.
I mean, it has like a little bit of suspense, but like it's still.
I like how well he handled it.
Oh, he
like,
handled
'cause
it like
I
a
would have
boss.
been like, fucking kill me.
I would have like jumped out of the airlock and be like, "It's over."
It's
I
over.
swear he died at the beginning. I thought,
Oh yeah.
and then he comes back.
Maybe he
You
did.
thought they killed off the main character?
Well, I didn't know what I was watching until because I just knew we were watching Martian. And
Oh, okay.
The guy gets stabbed. I'm like, okay, so it's not the main guy. He's probably on the ship.
Dude,
Gotcha.
can you imagine
I
that
didn't see it.
plot twist?
Oh.
Like you build it up. Matt Damon's on the poster. Boom, 5 minutes in, dead.
There's a movie that did that, and
It's his best friend.
I can't remember what movie it was, but I went to go see it specifically for this character. I can't remember.
I don't know what you're talking
What?
about. There is a Netflix movie with Sean Bean who
Yeah.
dies. Surprise, right? Spoiler. And he dies like halfway in the movie.
Yeah, there's movies that do that where it's like featuring this person, and then they show up and they kill him like instantly, and I'm like,
Instantly.
what the fuck? I can't think of the
Selling
movie.
point.
Huh?
Yeah, it is a
Selling
selling
point.
point.
Yeah.
It's just weird though, especially when you advertise them. They're on the poster.
The Orient Express, that movie.
Yeah.
That's what they do it. Spoiler alert: Johnny Depp dies.
Like that?
immediately.
He's like a main character in all
he
the
is
movie.
the main character, and they kill him off
So
within
he's
like
the murdered person.
yeah,
But
yeah,
he was a gangster.
yeah. It's not. It's
There's probably a lot of flashbacks.
yeah. Well, no.
No,
Actually,
there
there's
isn't
not.
in that movie.
It's a
I
lot
haven't
of them.
seen
It's a lot of them talking. It's like a game of Clue.
It's Clue,
Oh.
yeah.
but it's no. It's
It's
not
Clue
nearly.
on a train.
They should not have advertised Johnny Depp for.
Yeah, because like they made it seem like he was like going to be one of like the main suspect. No, he's the murderee, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Ah, shit.
Yep. That's what I thought too.
Well, it's kind of like Colin Farrell in the spoiler, I guess. Colin Farrell in the first Fantastic Beasts. He's in the whole fucking movie, and then boom, it's not actually Colin Farrell's villain. It's actually Johnny Depp in disguise as Colin Farrell.
That's right. And then now he's in the second one because we just saw that.
So weird. That was weird. That was a weird
Yeah,
twist.
very weird.
So that brings us to the last two things. One, Tide Pods are done. We're done with that thing.
You know
Now
what
we're
else
into
is up?
condom
Snorting
snorting.
condoms.
Snorting fucking condoms. Are you kidding me?
You know how
dude?
like it fucks you up? I guess people are dying and shit
No shit.
because it gets caught.
Yeah. No
Yeah,
shit.
and that shit's tough. Condoms are tough, dude.
Yeah, man, they take
They take a
kicking.
beating.
You take a beating.
They do. I saw
They
one.
take a load.
They do. Dude, it was so gross. The first one I saw, I was like, it was a chick that did it, and I'm like, I just can't even imagine being like,
Why?
like, could you imagine if we were all hanging out, even when we were like 16?
What?
What
A
makes
kid
you
and-
think that would work?
Well,
You
it
can
kind of
go
works.
through your
Yeah, like we see people
Yeah,
do it
you
with
can go
noodles and
through
shit.
noodles and shit.
But with noodles, it's not that big of a
or
risk.
tooth floss.
Yeah.
You know?
Tooth floss.
Shit-
It's when it's edible shit, you're okay. When you get a fucking condom through and you like
Plastic.
and go in
Plastic that
and
won't break.
and that shit's stuck in your esophagus,
Yeah.
oh dude, that's making a
'Cause it'll-
bubble.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Then they suffocate and shit.
So all I'm saying is survival of the fittest. Like if you're dumb enough to snort a condom, you're dumb enough to die.
I agree 100%.
I don't care.
Maybe that's
Come at me,
savage,
YouTube.
but we can't.
It's the
Not
whole
endorsed.
it's the whole
Sorry.
Tide Pod thing all over again, dude.
Yeah.
Why would you eat a
What are
Tide
they
Pod?
gonna do? Put locks on condoms now?
I'm sure we're down the road from that. They should
If
anyway.
I have to go over
Condom
counter to
install.
buy a condom, I'm gonna be pissed.
I agree
gonna be
100%.
pissed.
I already hate doing it. You
I
know.
hate buying condoms.
Oh, it's the worst thing in the world.
Especially when you go to the cashier and it's like this chick's like, God.
And she's giving you the judgment
Damn.
eyes, like
Like-
you're.
I have never
Or you
wanted
rent
to.
your buddy when you're buying condoms.
And no matter what size you get, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
They will judge you for the opposite. If you are a Magnum, she's gonna judge you and be like, "Oh, he's a Magnum, sure."
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
middle of the pack, bullshit.
he got the-
Tiny
he
dick.
got the tiny ones? Oh, he must gotta do.
It's horrible, and you can never buy anything with the condoms. Like,
No.
because
You try to hide them with a magazine or something, doesn't work.
everything's funny with condoms.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it doesn't matter if like I
Oh,
bought
you're buying Cheetos? Condoms?
Cheetos and condoms.
Using it as lube.
I remember one time I was buying guinea pig food and condoms. And I didn't even think about it, and I plopped them down. And I'm sitting there, and I got to the register, and the guy was like, guinea pig condoms, huh? That's an interesting combo. And I'm like, what do you mean? Oh my god, he thinks I'm fucking guinea pigs.
The worst one I've ever done was condoms, a 4-pack of Red Bull. wait, and a toy for my cat. Okay, so like the person looked and they're just like,
dude, you can't. If you think of any combo with condoms, it's funny. Like, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Like, if it's aspirin and condoms, or he's doing some fucking like, or if it's like bananas and
Red
condoms.
Bull condoms is like the worst. Like, he's got some rounds to go.
The worst I've seen was condoms, a camera, and children's clothes.
Oh yeah, that's fucked
That's a
up.
bad one. That's a bad one. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
you have to be really careful. I never wanted to steal anything until I had to start buying condoms, and then I started going like, you know what? The
Maybe it's worth
embarrassment,
it.
Now I just make her buy it.
dude, it's the worst. I still,
You go buy it. I'm not gonna be there. Nope.
I
Hope
hate
you're
it.
ready to buy the tampons then. That's how it goes, man.
I refuse. Thank God I made it to the point in my life where I refuse to do that. I'm not.
180.
I haven't
It's,
gotten that
until I have kids, I'm not. That's not.
That's the
you know,
cut off the kids.
And once I have kids, I pretty much give up all dignity.
Good point.
But right now, buying condoms, it's like smash and grab. Like I grab them, run to the self check, scan them as fast as I can, and hope to God it doesn't say you need a system.
Oh my god, can you imagine? What you getting today? Condoms, mac and cheese,
in a box of nerds or something fucking weird. Like it's always like, that's what in my head I'm like. If I buy condoms and something else, then it doesn't seem weird. It always seems weird.
It's always weird.
Reese's
So,
Pieces
you
with
getting
condoms.
condoms, mac and cheese, and Reese's Pieces? You sick
You
fuck.
getting Nutella with your condoms?
Yeah,
What the fuck's wrong with
God
you?
forbid you get condiments.
I
God
know,
forbid.
right? Condiments, it's over at that point.
Yeah, no, it's the worst. That's probably the most stressful point of my life, and I'm almost 27 and it's still stressful.
Super
So
stressful.
let's move on. From
All
this
right,
point
so then
to
the
top
last
news.
the last two big things. Was that it, by the way? You condom snorting?
No.
Oh, that wasn't it. All right, then let's shoot yours.
Yeah,
This has to do with.
Oh, it has to do with the last one.
The last one.
Okay.
Okay.
Conor McGregor.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what we're talking
This
about.
is the actual video.
Oh, you got the
I got
video?
the video.
Oh,
of
him
doing it.
smashing
So,
the thing.
too
Yeah.
long didn't read story. You want to fill people in?
Yeah, okay, so basically, yesterday there was a presser. They do a presser for UFC 223. Now, UFC 223 was originally, it was Khabib, a very Russian name, versus Max Holloway. Well, originally it was Tony Ferguson. Tony went down for an injury for the 4th time. It was for the title.
Dude, that dude's done.
Yeah. They stripped Conor McGregor of both his featherweight and his lightweight title because he wasn't around to defend it. Conor wasn't happy about that. Anyway, so they're doing their presser. There's a bus that takes them in New York from the hotel to the presser. Well, when the presser ended, Conor McGregor and like 10 of his friends literally sprinted into the Barclays Center and started picking up road signs, picking up everything they could get a hold of and chucking them everywhere and causing a bunch of ruckus. And then the bus was going to pull out. It has all the fighters on it. Conor McGregor sprints up, grabs one of those dollies you use to move furniture, and chucks it with all his force at the big bus window. That bus window implodes, or explodes, whichever one,
I think we
and
imploded.
it goes into 3 different fighters' faces. One of them gets scarred up pretty bad, the other one has eye issues, and then the third one was pretty fine. But either way, all 3 of those fighters got pulled from the car.
And he beat them up, too, didn't he?
No, he didn't touch him. He never got on the bus. The only damage he did was when he threw the thing. He was arrested today. Well,
Yeah,
last night he turned himself in.
Yeah, he was
arrested
arrested
today
today.
for 3 counts of assault and 1 felony misdemeanor for something like
Aggravated.
no, it was like
property damage.
something like that.
Okay.
But he got arraigned today, so they haven't come out with what happens yet.
I heard there was something, too, involving one of his friends getting hit.
Well, yeah. What happened was his teammate. His name's like Artov or something. I'm butchering that name, but
It's okay.
it's something like that. Artov. Anyway, he was fighting on the card against a different fighter, and Khabib, who's always had beef with Conor, who was fighting in the main event spot, made a video of him going up to Artov and smacking the shit out of him, and he couldn't do anything for whatever reason. Conor saw that video the next day, got all of his people on a plane, flew him from
So
Ireland.
that's what did it, too.
Yeah,
Those
and he
2
showed
things.
up. He wanted a piece of Khabib, and I think he meant to show up before the presser ended, and he was going to do it there. It didn't work out, so as a publicity stunt, I think he just went overboard, and he made a serious fucking mistake. Because it's one thing to go and get hoot and holler and all that shit, but because he injured 3 people, Not to mention, people thought it was a terrorist attack happening on the bus.
Oh yeah, that's
you know,
rough.
because they're in New York.
Yeah.
All the civil suits he's going to get hit with, it's going to be nuts. And obviously, Dana White, the president of UFC, wants.
Just about him.
Well, he doesn't know what to do. He's disappointed. He's disgusted, but he can't fire him because Conor's his biggest moneymaker.
Yeah.
Not to mention, as much bad press as this is, when he comes back to fight, if he fights Khabib, it would be people would buy it. People would go nuts for it, and that's unfortunately what the UFC is about. So instead of being a man and firing Conor like Dana should have, because any other employee would have been instantly fired, he's like saying he's not sorry, this, and that. Either way, it's not even the UFC's problem anymore because Conor's actually it's legal.
Yeah, no, it's a legal issue now.
Yeah,
It's jail time potentially.
Yeah, which he's not going to get jail time.
No,
I
he
mean,
won't.
he's one too big of a celebrity. He has too much money, and money gets yourself out of this
Oh
stuff.
yeah, money.
And he
pays
has
the way
no
for anything.
previous marks on his record. If he had previous marks, then maybe, but he'll get hit with like fines, probation,
community service.
that whole 9 yards. He'll have to be clean for 9 months or whatever. But it makes you wonder, all these other guys, especially I think Michael Chiesa is one of the guys who was supposed to fight, got pulled from it because of all the lacerations to his face. They're going to sue the shit out of Conor.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know what Conor was thinking. No one knows if he was on drugs. They don't know. But it was dumb. It made him look... I'm a huge Conor fan,
Love
but
Conor.
it made me go, what the fuck
man?
are you thinking? Because there's no way... Yeah, they say all press is good press.
This is bad
No.
press.
No, he's got all this money now from the Mayweather fight. Well, you're going to give up a large portion of that. You know, not like half or something, but you got to think...
A good chunk.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's probably going to pay
How long
out
is it?
millions. So, I don't know what his plan was, but...
How long's the video?
That's very quick.
2 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
But I don't know. It's ridiculous. It's all over. It made UFC 223 relevant, though. No one really cared about it.
Yeah.
And now UFC 223, because of Conor, 3 fights got pulled.
Yeah, because he's injured the dudes.
Yep, 3 fights got... And they took off Conor's partner because he let him in the building.
Right.
Because they had security, but no one's going to tell Conor he can't come in. Especially when his buddy says he can come in. So they fired MacLife, which is Conor McGregor's team. UFC did. Conor McGregor's still technically employed. And Artov got pulled. So 3 fights got ruined. And then on top of that,
Team got fired.
Max Holloway, who was supposed to fight Khabib for the lightweight, pulled out due to a separate incident. He couldn't make weight. And then they replaced him with Anthony Pettis, who was supposed to fight Michael Chiesa, who got hurt. And then Pettis couldn't make weight. So they lost 2 fights in a row. Or 3 fights, technically, counting Tony Ferguson. And then they finally found a 4th fighter. That's, his name's like Al Iaquinta or something. But he's like, he doesn't deserve to be fighting for the title at all. But
So it's pretty much like the JV team.
it's a shit show. UFC 223 is a shit show, and Conor McGregor caused most of it. Unfortunately for UFC, it's like they want to punish this kid, but Conor's probably put more eyes on UFC 223 than anything. But they don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was a UFC coming up till I saw this. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
So I don't know.
I think the issue though too is part of here's my opinion on it. Don't get me wrong, he fucked up.
Yeah.
But like the simple fact it is he had 2 belts. Okay. I get stripping 1, but both seems a bit excessive to me.
Well,
You have to defend the belts.
I get it.
I get stripping 1. I really do.
Featherweight should deserve to be stripped because he's never going to make 145 again.
That makes sense.
He's
to me.
too big.
Stripping the other one, no. He's been training for the fight with Floyd Mayweather, right?
Yep, he did that in August.
Yeah. So and now what? Floyd Mayweather is going to do UFC now, right?
There's rumors of it.
Yeah.
But regardless, they approved him fighting Mayweather. They
Right.
said,
So they should be aware of the stipulations that he's
Yeah.
going to be gone for a little bit.
and he's doing work for the UFC. When he went out and fought Mayweather, he put more eyes on UFC. Period.
Right.
And that's his job as a promoter. But I agree, lightweight shouldn't have got ripped. I think they took it from him because he's trying to negotiate his contract to get more money because he wants pay-per-view buys every time he fights. Because when Conor fights, he gets like, just this is a ballpark, but he gets 600,000 more pay-per-view
Well, he's
buys.
the biggest name in that sport at
By
the moment.
far.
He's
By
like
far.
I guess he's like an old-timey, rock for, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
WWE. He's like the, whatchamacallem for NASCAR. I can't remember the guy's name now. He died.
Dale Earnhardt.
Yep, thank you.
But yeah, he's the guy.
He's like that centerpiece.
And he wants money for it. And Conor had everything in his corner as far as winning the contract negotiations, but he fucked himself with this, in my opinion. I think it was dumb. I think he's going to regret it. I mean, he just had a kid a year ago. I mean, and he's in the paper getting the mugshots. It's just embarrassing.
Yeah.
Whatever his plan was, which I'm interested in hearing, it didn't work how he thought. I don't think he didn't want to injure anyone. I think it was all a publicity stunt. It just went wrong.
Wrong, yeah.
But now he's got to pay the piper. And they're not going to let him go because Conor could go fight in Ireland every day and make millions upon millions. So it's not a money thing. It's just Conor might have fucked up his legacy with this. Because now he's got no belts. They're stripped. There's nothing you can do about
now
it.
it's completely gone.
And who knows? The Nevada Commission can ban him for up to a year. So there's just so many things. It sucks.
And that's the last thing you want, too, is being banned from fighting for a year. Look at Ronda Rousey. She came back after a year and...
Yeah, that's a lot of time off. It's ring rust.
Yeah.
And Conor doesn't have to fight again, but now I feel like he does. He didn't.
Yeah, he's got to prove something now.
Now he pretty much owes the UFC a free fight, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If he's going to make it cool, he has to come back. And that's what sucks about all the mix-up that happened with 223. If Conor didn't do what he did, he could have been like a superhero, saved that card, fought Khabib on a day's notice. People would have went nuts. He had nothing to win or nothing to lose. And, he ended up spending the night in jail.
Yep.
As a Conor fan, it's really hard to sit back.
It's depressing to see.
It is, because, it's almost like the Tyson effect, or like...
where he bit the dude's ear.
Yeah, like Tyson went off the fucking rails as soon as he got super famous.
Yeah.
A lot of celebrities do. I can't think of the other ones. But John Jones, he was one. He was great. And then he started doing all this coke and stuff like that.
Coke could kill you.
It sucks. Like, it sucks that as a Conor fan, because I can't defend it.
Hey, he's in the wrong. Like, what can you do?
I get it. Emotions are high. And I don't blame him for confronting Khabib. But he should have done it, like... Not that way.
Not that way.
You don't throw a fucking dolly at a bus and then end up hurting other fighters. It's just dumb. I don't know. I've been hyped up like that before, but I've never been like, I'm gonna throw this dolly through this window at these innocent people. The whole thing makes him look bad. He's got a lot of work he's got to do.
So do we want to watch the video real quick?
Yeah, the video's worth watching. Absolutely. It's real
So
quick.
let's see what we got here. Oh shit.
Oh no, you haven't gotten to that point.
So that's the UFC
No, that's
tour
the bus though.
Yeah.
Yep. And then here's all his crew. And he's running towards it. That's Conor. He's running. He goes. Obviously, he had this in mind. Grabs the dolly, no problem. All these guys try to stop him.
Oh.
Smash. And then where the window smash, it's full of people. There's 3 or 4 people there.
You can see that.
Yeah. And that's real glass. That's a bus glass. Isn't like normal glass. It's heavier. It's denser.
I was thinking it was one of those flat buses.
Yeah, no. But after he does that, all of his team's like, what the fuck were you thinking?
Oh yeah, look inside.
Yeah. And then that's the point where he runs. They all run to the Escalade, get in, take off, and then he turns himself in that night. But there was a warrant out for his arrest. Like,
Yeah, there was.
yeah, so it's
It was, yeah.
just dumb, just silly. I mean, he put his name in the news, and but it makes fans like me, at least, of Conor fans, even all his other antics. I'm fine with the shit talk and all that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not okay with that. Like, that part bugged me.
There's a line.
Yeah, and I get it. He was hyped, but that's not an excuse. He's a 29-year-old man
Yeah.
in the professional limelight. You don't throw dollies at... Anything could have happened. Anything could have happened there.
This
You could
isn't
have
the
killed
goddamn
someone.
WWE.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what it felt like. And it's... I don't know. I just wasn't a fan. It was tasteless. And he's going to pay out the nose for it. At the end of the day, he did nothing but hurt his own bank account and his own family.
Yep.
So he's going to have to fight again if he wants to make that money back.
Or respect back for that
Or,
matter.
yeah, seriously, the other fighters were obviously really upset. The only fighter I think that defended him was, ironically, Nate Diaz, his rival.
Yeah.
Nate
for
came
that.
out and was like, yeah, no, he was in the right. You know, Khabib's a bitch, this, and that. And I'm thinking, like...
Nate's just starting shit.
Yeah, I was... Nate, you're not right. You don't do that.
Stop. What are you doing?
I'd rather Conor went in the presser and, like, fought him.
Yeah, literally duke him out right then and there.
That would have been... Yeah, that's worth the... That's one assault charge. That's hella news. And you fought like a man. Not throw a dolly at... other UFC fighters that had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, what I originally thought it was that he went on the bus and started taking names.
No,
which I was like, that would have been neat.
That
It's
would've
still
been crazy.
It's still ballsy as fuck.
Yeah, if you
but
would have
it's
done
a
that,
lot better than throwing it, like you said, a dolly through a glass window and shrapneling people's faces up.
Yeah, it's definitely shitty. It's shitty to see, but hopefully he gets his shit together. Hopefully next week we'll have more on it. So.
All right, so